Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Do you remember I thought that someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this Guardian who sent us...
And I was right.
You're hesitating.
Indeed.
And thanks to...
Constantine acted as for the way he...
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a... Are you telling me that your cousin...
Something like that. But the power he received, thus gaining control over the Guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us?
His thirst for... And I know that for this, I won't stand a chance. Others have already joined. Having a common enemy.
You expect us to participate? I hope you realize that for me to accept, I would have to be insane. Or have full trust in you.
Are you implying that you may change your mind?
If you accept to deal with the problem I entrusted you with, then you would at least have a chance.
Very well. I will take care of it even though we don't have much time.
I'll be glad to talk about it with you again once it's done. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet.
Who are the missionaries?
It is an order that aims to convert people. Most of them leave this once and has a...
I must leave you.
Now,
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could the chief accept it?
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent. If you want to learn more, she's super. You should find her.
Who are the suspects?
The heretical they must have wanted.
How could they have...
Perhaps they...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always...
I wondered how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, Maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence. Father.
I'm glad to see you, my...
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the... And everything so, we...
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate... If he came here by living...
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to some of their legend.
And how well have neighboring villages?
With some there are, but the other village...
There are no...
Perfect harmony but nobody thought we could live...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened...
Hello. The Mother Cardinal. Can I ask you some...
Of course.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this... Are you one of the thieves?
Yes. And then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives?
Most of them, they were afraid. And there were even, I suppose,
Were there any confrontations?
Yes, the Inquisition, but we stood...
Thank you. I talked to Father Justinius.
Indeed.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical... Or it could have been...
Where were the tablets that...
We were But first, you can go and take a...
I imagine someone was...
Of course. If I remember...
Well, thank you for the...
I am the one who...
Thank you. I will let you work. Greetings. Decide.
I'm brother...
According to your colleague...
Indeed.
What can you tell me about...
No.
Someone has...
I have no.
Do you suspect anyone?
Not really.
Well...
Of course. All that matters...
Do you think the culprit could...
Well, since not... And the native...
They are the...
Well, some.
Well, thank you.
As you wish. There were witnesses to the...
What do you mean?
Now we can... To keep rummaging...
I was not expecting... Have you been in Eden for a long...
2 months. I joined... We arrived straight... Once we were here, we must...
How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, they were very... Our attempt, the warriors. And it has proved nothing. I would like to go...
Of course. I will leave you to your work.
Hello. Oi.
Hello.
Dera. What do you want?
I've heard a lot of things about... Tell me about the arrival of...
The priests. They were asked one more.
The priests told me...
As long as we live so... Some of the...
One of the theologians...
They want our donate, but sin...
What happened to your warrior?
They so. Oi are...
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the worst tyrant. But this village...
Your opportunity
for the that men.
I have to go.
Lord.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So...
It's very likely. It can't be a...
You think that...
We know that this theft... They must still have... He will certainly...
You have returned on Almanawi. Do you need?
I think I know who stole...
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave.
You may be...
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to... I think that...
If she's helping...
Her son... If you go to...
I have no intent... I have to go.
Lloyd.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bert...
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the mind shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Tell me where the exiles are. I must retrieve these tablets.
You're asking me to betray my son. Promise me that you won't hurt him.
I promise. But if he reacts violently, I'll have to defend myself.
Then I hope he'll be reasonable. Bran and the others are hiding in the woods, beyond the circle of stone.
Thank you, Vindwal.
protect me in this battle.
Fardetara Grimeterum Dam.
Engulf our enemies.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death.
Duet! What are you doing here?
I'm not here to fight you.
What? We will not give them...
I know that you are seeking vengeance. Your mother helped...
No. She only...
I doubt the Ordo Luminous will care.
Very well. All that's left...
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
Don't worry, all is well. I managed to convince him to give me the tablets.
Ad Loredar, I did not believe my son to be so reasonable. You or I will go see him and tell him to find another clan. A place to welcome him.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matteo.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certain...
Actually,
Your next expedition.
Ah, brave research. In the meantime...
Thank you.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The enlightened has heard my prayers. After deciding, but they must be most likely...
I'm not a doctor.
Oh, please. And the healer we...
This man is burning up with fever.
The blows did not with the right hand.
Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to...
No matter what...
Why, of course. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is...
We could ask less.
On Olmanawi, you've come back. I heard that...
Did Vindwald?
Yes, and you proved...
I need your advice.
I heard of...
He has all this... He must have been...
So, alas.
Thank you. I have to go.
Like so many others.
Here you are again.
I have come to ask for your...
I do.
One of the research...
And now he...
Do you know which...
Yes, you. So, make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Where am I?
You are in Eden.
The swamp.
What caused...
A nightmare. A colleague and I managed to...
Show me the...
There. Please, hurry.
Thank you.
dear.
Protect me in this battle!
Dara Grimateremdar!
I do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we came.
You're perfectly right, my child. This passage must have been cleared by the expedition. We should follow it.
Hey, what's happening?
Your Excellency.
How did you manage to...
Brother Fidel...
But he didn't...
He must be dead. This is yet...
Maybe you should...
This expedition... Our people are...
Brother Virgil, we have made...
You are beyond... If you want to talk...
How...
Your Excellency, I had ever...
Before any...
What?
For what reason?
The expedition for him, according to...
Were they also...
Without a doubt. But what... Our founder, he now
Brother Fidelis told...
Yes, 3... I made a mistake.
And no one has...
I wanted us, along with...
And by some...
Indeed.
I'm thankful for...
Of course, that...
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Can you explain...
The reason... The organ... And now...
What do you mean?
We found that deck. I am certain...
How would they have done that?
They must have been...
Brother Fidelis...
They didn't... Unless we can feel...
That's strange.
There are... And they have better things to do than roam around.
We have been in this... And the only native...
Those sad... We will not...
I see.
So we can...
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. Even if you think...
Well, but I would not get to get there.
This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace. And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Protect me in the battle, and may the shadow engulf our enemies. May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened after he had died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it's impossible to know who was wielding it.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
The cause of death is no mystery. This man was attacked by one of those large reptiles, a Llewellyn. And yet, these iridescent marks on his skin make me think that a stasis spell was cast on him first. He was intentionally immobilized so that he would fall prey to this animal. It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation. Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency!
Indeed. I regret to say that...
I knew it!
I'm afraid...
The savages!
Watch your tone, leader Renaigse.
Who else could?
Someone who desperately wanted this
Fine. The order loomed to ensure that, but the inscriptions... Can you imagine? But even then, without realizing...
I understand...
Come now. You cannot, but since you want my colleagues and...
This Renaigse tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Thélème, but he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next. Everybody listen.
How awful. What happened?
Someone wanted us to believe your colleagues were...
What?
Brother Virgil confessed it.
Monster!
You stupid goof. You shouldn't have been so... And want to reveal them for all...
How dare you present yourself as the...
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Let's...
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him.
Perhaps I shouldn't have, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable, alas. But you did what you thought was fair. Here, take this. As a token of... Alas. We will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you...
Of course. The last tablets, but even if Virgil...
We could go there...
That would be marvelous. I think I noticed it. Perhaps you will be...
Don't worry.
May the Enlightened protect me. May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
I've never been that far into the swamp, but if I was to live here, I would look for a drier place.
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
A cavern. Hermits often choose places like this when they want to live away from the world. This is incredible. People lived here, and amongst them. We have to through this place.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
I can't do that.
Are magnificent. If St. Matthias did come here, this is where he must have settled.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enon Miel Frictiman. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
Looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago, and it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here, in this cavern where our founder lived.
This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enon Miel Frictimen. There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men dui stat, Enon Miel Frictimen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon Miel Frictimen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discovered. Saint Matthias, the founder of Ptolemy. This is...
I wonder what Eugenia as for virgin.
I understand, but if...
I already took sides. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
Someone from the mainland had probably lived there, but they must have died quickly. Unfortunately, though, I have found no irrefutable proof of Saint Matthias's presence.
What a shame. And you did not find a grave?
No, and I searched well. He must have been buried elsewhere.
It's strange. So far, we have always found traces of his journey. I would have loved to have been there with you, to be able to realize it for myself.
It would not have been a good idea. The area is very dangerous, teeming with creatures.
Excuse me. I should be more grateful to you. You took a big risk. It's just disappointing. I think we should pack our things and return to Eden. Perhaps I can convince my colleagues to organize another, better-armed expedition.
Goodbye, sister.
Your Excellency, have you come to finish what you and this Fury Eugenia started?
No. I suspected you would be here and I had to talk to you. You committed terrible crimes and you wanted to manipulate me. But your motivations were not meaningless. Especially in light of what we...
Would you admit that I was right?
In a manner of speaking, yes. I continued and I discovered there were frescoes and I brought back some...
Incredible. This is his beauty. Do you realize?
No. I told her I hadn't found anything. I thought that such revelations would bring more harm than good.
You cannot imagine how much. It would no doubt mean civil war, and for what? The wanderings of an old man who probably became senile. This is heartbreaking, Your Excellency. But you did the right thing. I'm going to destroy these objects, and I'll have to ask you for one last service. The cave must also be eradicated. Sister Eugenia will very likely want to return there.
You're right. Especially as she didn't seem totally convinced by my lie. I will take care of it.
Excellent. I am eternally grateful to you. Destroy the cave, and join me in San Mateus. I need your help to convince the Mother Cardinal to stop the search.
You can count on me.
Stop right there, Desade.
Sister Eugenia, what are you doing here? How did you...
Your lies did not deceive me. And when I saw you go to Eden, I understood. You found things in this cavern, but you did not want to reveal them to the world. So we followed you. It wasn't difficult. You've killed almost all the creatures nearby.
Listen, what is hidden in this cave will certainly cause a schism. Perhaps even a civil war. If we want to prevent more people from dying, we must destroy this cave.
You talk like Virgil. But what is the value of dogma if built on lies? These discoveries may be difficult to admit in Thélème, but here, on this island, they will bring peace.
Sorry, sister, but I've already made my decision. I gave the relics to Virgil to destroy them.
That's monstrous. How could you? I will not let you destroy the cave, too. Saint Mateus, guide my arm.
Found the
protect me in this battle!
We were waiting for you, Your Excellency. Brother Virgil was about to start his report.
First, please allow me, Your Eminence, to explain my presence here. Sadly, I had to replace Sister Eugenia. Our poor sister died during the research.
Her thirst for discovery led to her death. She insisted on us visiting a cave, which, alas, contained nothing but a nest of aggressive creatures. She died in combat.
May the Enlightened keep her in his divine blessing. She was an outstanding theologian. Please, continue.
Her death, as well as the difficulties we encountered on the field, forced us to discontinue the expedition. In any case, we'd stopped finding anything. Time must have destroyed all traces of our founder.
That is regrettable. In that case, we have no choice but to discontinue the research. which despite everything gave some legitimacy to our village of Eden. Thank you, Brother Virgil, for this report. And naturally, thank you, Your Excellency. You were a great help.
Glad to hear it, Your Eminence. Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I...
Your Eminence, the threat... Have you reconsidered you...
I told you that I would be prepared to follow you as soon as you had earned my trust. And you have. I will not go back on my word. My men...
Thank you, Your Eminence.
And may the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Hello, Glendan.
Virt tirtomadon olmenawi.
To tell you that men are going to come...
She is disgusted as much as I. That warriors from a faraway island tread the earth of our sacred lands. But we do not really have a choice, do we?
No. It is all of Tirfredi and Enon Milfrichtamen that's in danger. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself as well. I fear that you will not be spared.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will.
I have no doubt. Good luck.
May the rock, can I do anything else for you?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.